terminologies. Okay, there is a different way of what is it, giving the definitions here. You can explain in your own definitions, but make sure that you are going to explain it clearly. See, you have one particular waveform here. Okay, you can see my PDF, right? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, see here. So this is my sine wave. This is my sine wave. Okay, this particular sine wave, as I told you, if my time t is equals to 0, this will be 0, and as the time passes, the instant of voltage, it will be varying. Okay, it will be varying and it will go to maximum, again it will come back to 0, all those things. In this particular waveform, we have different terminologies where you should understand. Where you should understand. The same thing I was discussing in the previous class. Right? So I used to give some standard definitions which is related to this alternating quantity. There are some quantities where you have to analyze. The first one I have told you about it is instantaneous value. See, I told you about the instantaneous value. Instantaneous value means that some particular amount of time, what is your voltage? At time t is equals to 1, T1, what is my voltage? T is equals to T2, what is my voltage? Or T3, T4. At any given instant of time, what is the instantaneous value? That particular instant value, that is called as your instantaneous value. That I have told you in the previous class. The second is nothing but a waveform. See, what is a waveform is it is a graphical representation of instantaneous values for any given alternating quantity. Means waveform means we are not giving any values here. I'm not giving any table here. I'm giving table with respect to variation of time. No, as a time variation taking place. Even this particular waveform, it can be noted even in the form of table. What I will do at time t is equals to 0, t is equals to 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, go on writing the time. And when t is equals to 0, what is my value? When t is equals to 1, what is my value? 2, what is my value? I can have the tabular column also. So you are going to do that. You are going to note down, the readings from the meters in the table, and then you are going to plot the waveform. Why this waveform it is more important? Why we can't analyze only with the table? See, when I have the table, no, I can't find out which is the maximum value at what particular instant. But this pictorial representation gives a better idea for understanding the concept behind that. Okay, waveform is nothing but I'm going to take all the instantaneous values, whether it is maybe an instantaneous time or it may be an instantaneous voltage to that particular time. I will take all the instantaneous values and I'll put it in a graph. I'll put it in a graph for any alternating quantity is nothing but its waveform. It is nothing but a waveform. Okay. And this such kind of waveforms, you will be having a repeated process. Repeated process means, you see, I've started here from 0. I will go to 180-degree and I will come back to 360-degree. Again, the 360-degree ending of 360-degree is nothing but origin of next cycle. Origin of next cycle. So I can consider this point as 360-degree, or even it is 0 degree for the next half cycle. Yes. So the repetition, regular repetition, or the repetition of the waveform occurs with the regular interval of time. Okay. And whenever it is reoccurring of the waveforms, if it is taking place with a regular interval of time, then it is called as a periodic waveform. It is called as a periodic waveform. Periodic waveform means initially I'm getting a sine wave from 0 to 360-degree. Again, the same 0 to 360-degree it is repeating without any variation with the amplitude, or it is a magnitude, or it is with respect to the time period. So periodically it is changing. As the time passes, the same waveform it is repeating continuously throughout the system, hence it is called as a periodic waveform. Okay, periodic waveform. Suppose if I want to say it is a non-periodic means, see, I'll be having some of the devices where it gives me the output in the different way. Even the my x-axis it will be time period only. Okay, but my output sometimes I'll be having a maximum overshoot. Again, it will be reduced and it will come back to the 0. and again there will be a rise, again it will be, again it may go in the negative direction also. It is something like if you go for ECG, if you go for ECG for what is that to the hospital for getting this ECG for majorly it will be done for the checking out with the heart condition, right? So there you will be getting the non-periodic waveforms. Means as the time passes, the repetition of the waveforms we are not getting here. That is called as a non-periodic waveform. Periodic means, see, as the time passes, time t is equals to some value, so I will be getting I will be getting the same waveform. See, this is my first cycle. So this is my 360 degree, this is my 360 degree, and this 360 degree is a degree for the first half, first cycle. Now if I want to repeat the next cycle, it will be a repetition, and this will be a 0 degree for the this particular next cycle, this particular next cycle. So this is a periodic waveform and this is non-periodic waveform. So you can analyze, analyze whether the particular waveform it is periodic in nature or non-periodic in nature. What do you mean by cycle? I'm continuously telling about cycle, right? So cycle is nothing but it is a set of positive and negative instantaneous values. It is a set of positive and negative instantaneous values. See, this is my positive value, this is my positive value, positive instantaneous, and this is my negative. So my cycle is one particular, it is a set of positive and negative value together forms one cycle. So this is my one cycle. This is one cycle. This is my one cycle. Okay. So one particular complete sine wave is nothing but my one cycle. So it will start from zero. This is 180 degree at this instant, and this is 360 degree. This is 360 degree. Okay. From 0 to 360 degree, it gives you one cycle. And continuously the repetition, if it is forming, then it is said to be a periodic in nature. Periodic in nature. And whenever you indicate, if it is in terms of degrees, we will be indicating the cycle, it is in terms of 0 degree, and this is exactly at the maximum, it will be 90 degree, this will be 90, again it is 180 degree, and this is 270 degree, and then it is 360 degree. Suppose if you want to indicate in radians, okay, I can measure even in degrees as well as in radians, right? So if I want to indicate it in radians, so generally that indication of the what is that phase angle, it will be in degrees, means I will use theta. So theta is equals to 30 degree, 40 degree, or 50 degree, whatever the indications we are going to give. If it is, suppose if it is in terms of radians, then I will use a small letter w, that is called as omega. Omega, it is in radians. I can indicate it is pi by 3 or pi by 4, something like that. Okay. So if you're indicating the cycles, if you are indicating the cycles in the radians, then my radians will be something like this. So this will be t, and this is initially it will be 0 only, and when it goes in this particular direction, the waveform, so this is pi, this is 2 pi, this is 2 pi. Okay. So 2 pi. So if you want to obtain this particular in between, this is nothing but pi by 2. Pi by 2 is nothing but 180 divided by 2, it is 90 degree. Okay. So 0, pi, and 2 pi, this is in terms of radians. Always the radians we are going to use the symbol, it is omega. Omega. I'll be speaking about more about that omega, theta, all those things. Okay. This is about your cycle. Cycle is nothing but it consists of one positive pair and one negative pair. Combining together forms a one cycle. What the next one is, what do you mean by time period? What do you mean by time period? The time period is nothing but so you should be more like you should be in a condition where you have to understand more about this particular time period, because generally we are going to measure the time period oftenly. Okay. So the time period is nothing but it is again alternating quantity. So what is the time required to complete one cycle? See, now you have understood what you mean by cycle. Cycle is nothing but it is a sinusoidal waveform which consists of both positive half cycle and negative half cycle. One complete cycle is nothing but it will start from 0 to 360 degree. So, for completing, what is the time taken to complete one particular cycle is nothing but your time period. One particular cycle is nothing but your time period. Okay. So, if you want to show it somewhere here in the waveform, suppose you have started one particular device and you have started generating a sine wave. So when you start generating, what is the time required what is the time required for generating one particular cycle? See, this is my one cycle. This is my one cycle. So my time period t is nothing but t, the capital T. The time period t is nothing but this one. Means the time required to complete one particular cycle is nothing but your time period. Okay. And if the T is known to you, frequency is very easy. Frequency is nothing but you have already know. Frequency is nothing but it is a reciprocal of time period. It is a reciprocal of time period. Frequency, how we are going to define is it is number of cycles it is completed by an alternating quantity per second. Means how many cycles it is completing. How many cycles? How many cycles means as I said you now, it is a cycle is nothing but a repetition of each set of positive and negative instantaneous values, right? So this complete thing is my one cycle. This complete thing is one cycle. And the next, if I draw once again, it is my second cycle. So what is that? How many how many number of cycles it is completed by an alternating quantity per second? Suppose if I take the frequency, it is a reciprocal of what is that? Time period. As I told you, the time period t is nothing but the time period t is nothing but I should. What is the time taken to complete one particular cycle is nothing but time t. Now, if I want to explain frequency, I will take that time as 1 second. I will take as 1 second. I'm not taking it blindly. I'll take it as 1 second. So, if I give a time of 1 second, how many number of cycles it will be repeated? Whether only one cycle, or it will go with two cycles, or it will go with three cycles. So that is nothing but your frequencies. See, the number of cycles that is completed by an alternating quantity for 1 second. If I give 1 second of time to generate a waveform, how many cycles it is generating? That is nothing but your frequency. And the frequency, it is the unit for frequency. It is hertz. Always you are going to indicate the unit is hertz. And for time period, it is seconds. Okay. Now, if a frequency is given and if you want to calculate time period, just take a reciprocal of frequency. It is nothing but time period. And if time period is given, if you want to calculate frequency, then the reciprocal of what is the frequency is nothing but time, or reciprocal of time is nothing but it is frequency. So you can easily calculate if any one parameter, if it is given either time or frequency here. Okay. And one more thing is whenever we start using frequencies, no, in our India we always prefer the standard frequency. It is of 50 hertz. It is of 50 hertz. See, if you take any foreign brands like any components or any electronic devices which is made from the foreign countries apart from China, this China people what they will do, no, according to the demand, they will start coming out with the devices which is flexible for that particular country, because their manpower is also high, and even the technology with respect to that particular component is also high. So you can see many components, whether it is a small toy to the big machines, you'll be getting a majority it is from China only, because the productivity is more there, right? So these China people, what they will do whenever they come with any of the devices, whether it may be a cell phones or it may be televisions or maybe have many devices, right? So if it is from China, no, they will design for 50 hertz because in our India the standard frequency is 50 hertz. But apart from India, if you go for any other countries, whether it is with United States. Okay, if you go for the United States, those people they will design the devices for 60 hertz frequency, because their normal or standard frequency for any alternating voltage and current is where it is 60 hertz. There it is 60 hertz. Even in our laboratory, you can see there are devices. There are devices, not exactly with basic electrical, but we have certain components in the electrical laboratory which is designed for both 50 hertz and 60 hertz. Means those components are imported. Okay, imported from the other countries, and what they do now, if they use it in their country, it should work for 60 hertz, and if it is given to the other country, it should work for 50 hertz. So such kind of devices, it is flexible for both 60 and 50 hertz also. So in general, if I want to tell you, in our nation, in our country, we are going to use a standard frequency of 50 hertz. It is 50 hertz. Okay, this is about your frequency. The next comes your amplitude. Amplitude is nothing but it is a maximum value. It is a maximum value. Either you can consider with respect to positive half cycle or negative half cycle. See, I'm stressing it again and again. It is amplitude means if I take a waveform here, this is my waveform. Okay, this is my waveform, which is with a time period with respect to the voltage. So I'm getting this positive half cycle, and the next one is my negative half cycle. This is my negative half cycle. Okay, amplitude is nothing but a maximum value attained by an alternating quantity during positive or negative half cycle. Okay, maximum value. Which is my maximum value? This is my zero. And gradually it increases and it goes to maximum value. So this is my maximum value during the positive half cycle. So during my positive half cycle, this is my maximum value. And during my negative half cycle, this is my maximum value. So you should not consider both the maximum values. You should consider only any one maximum value, either with respect to the positive half cycle or negative half cycle. As just now I have told you, it is a periodic waveform. Periodic waveform means the cycle will be repeating and the amplitude it retains same here, whether it is respect to positive half cycle or negative half cycle. So the maximum value means this particular value. So if I start measuring, the voltage, okay, if I start measuring the voltage from 0 to, assume that some 5 volts is here. So 5 volts. So this is my maximum value. This is called as amplitude. This particular. So if I measure from 0 to 5 volts, so this is called my amplitude. The amplitude always will be indicating with the capital A. And if I even if I can measure the amplitude for the negative half cycle, so the difference between from year to year is nothing but my amplitude. Again, this will be minus 5 volts. So this will be minus 5 volts. So this is my maximum value at this particular point. Okay, this particular point. And this maximum value, I'll be indicating as A in some of the textbooks. Or if I'm measuring the voltage, no, or in turn, whatever the generation of what is that waveform it is taking place, and I'll be speaking about in terms of EMF. So EMF, if I'm speaking the generation of EMF with respect to variation of time, if I'm taking EMF is indicated as capital E. So capital E, and if it is a maximum voltage means I do indicate it is E suffix M. So this is nothing but my amplitude. If it is a voltage waveform, then it will be EM. Suppose if it is a current waveform, though I will indicate the maximum current as IM. The maximum amplitude of current is IM, or the maximum amplitude of voltage is nothing but EM. See why I am stressing this notation, because I will be using this. You should know, whenever I use EM, you should understand this is a maximum EMF or maximum amplitude across positive half cycle, or it may be negative half cycle. Getting my point? So this is nothing but your amplitude. This is nothing but your amplitude. So even you can say the amplitude is nothing but it is a peak value, or you can say even it is a peak value. So this is my peak now. So this particular point, whenever I get the maximum voltage or EMF, that is nothing but my peak value. Even some of the textbook, even they prefer with the peak. Okay, the next comes here angular frequency. See, just now I have told you only in terms of frequency. So frequency f is nothing but 1 by t. Okay, 1 by t. So this is my normal frequency. Okay, it is my natural frequency or a normal frequency. Now, if I want to explain that in terms of radians, okay, radians. So suppose if you're using in terms of degrees now, you can use these frequencies directly for your calculations. Suppose if you're working with angle, what is that, radians. So you should keep your calculator in a radians mode, and you're going to calculate the angular frequency. The frequency I will indicate with the in the natural way it is f. But when it comes to the angular frequency, then I should indicate the angular frequency, the denoting the way of angular frequency is nothing but omega. Just now I have told you, okay, omega. So here, what is this angular frequency? This angular frequency, if you want to express your electrical parameters in radians, if you want to express your frequency parameters in radians, then you can go with this angular frequency. Always one particular cycle, one cycle, whatever you are assuming, the one cycle of an alternating quantity corresponds to 2 pi radians. Okay, so that is what I've told you a bit early. So one cycle is nothing but in degrees it will be 360 degree, but if I take it in radians now it will be 2 pi radians. So this is my 2 pi, this is my 2 pi. So the angular frequency is nothing but it can be expressed, the angular frequency it can be expressed as 2 pi into number of cycles per second. So it is nothing but 2 pi. This is a total time period into number of cycles per second. So for 1 second, how many cycles it is generating? How many cycles it is generating is nothing but my angular frequency. See, just now the same equations I have told you. What is my frequency? Frequency is nothing but number of cycles that is generated per second is nothing but my frequency f. Frequency f. Now for angular frequency, I'm going to multiply this 2 pi. That's it. 2 pi into cycles per second. 2 pi into cycles per second. So I can write the equation as omega is equals to 2 pi will be as such 2 pi will be as such. What is this cycles per second? Cycles per second is my frequency f, right? I will indicate frequency f. So I can write it as it is 2 pi f. I can write it as 2 pi f. See the formula for angular frequency. Angular frequency is nothing but it is 2 pi into f. And we know that f is nothing but, what is that? F is nothing but it is a reciprocal of time period t, that I have told you. Now I will just substitute in place of f. F is equals to f is equals to 1 by t. I can even write this as omega is equals to 2 pi by t. So even omega is equals to 2 pi by t. Okay. And now if I want to explain what is this theta, theta is the angle. Okay. Now if I want to measure the angle theta and the angular frequency omega, if I want to relate those two, so theta is equals to omega t. Theta is equals to omega into t. This is my what is that yeah, relation between the theta in degrees and angular frequency in radians. And even you can give theta is equals to omega t. You can substitute for omega. Omega is nothing but again it is 2 pi 2 pi f into t. I'm substituting the first one. I'm substituting f, what is that? First one. So you can indicate that theta is equals to 2 pi f into t. Either you can use this particular problems, equations. Okay. I will be using this problem, so not to worry. I'll be using in the problems, so it will be more clear there. Just remember, just remember for the angular frequency, you're going to calculate that is the total cycle, that is 2 pi into number of cycles that is completed for 1 second is nothing but my angular frequency. That is nothing but my angular frequency. If it is alone frequency means the number of cycles completed for 1 second is nothing but a normal frequency. If I want to give the relation, this is what the relation you should understand here. This is about your angular frequency. Next comes your peak to peak value. See, you should not be in a confusion with respect to amplitude and peak to peak value. See, amplitude means I will be considering. I will be considering only the positive half cycle or negative half cycle alone. Only one I will consider. But peak to peak means I should consider from positive to negative. I will just give both the difference here. See, this is the one diagram where I'm going to explain amplitude, and the next diagram I'm going to explain about the peak value. Okay. See, I have two waveforms here. Both the waveforms, when I'm drawing, it may seems it will be little bit smaller or bigger, but take the same value. Okay. I can't keep scale and I can't draw here. So I'm just drawing the rough diagrams here. So these are my two waveforms. See, if I want to explain the amplitude, that is the maximum voltage, that is EM. So either I will consider from 0 to positive, or I will consider from 0 to negative. So the difference between from year to year, this is nothing but plus EM. This is nothing but plus EM. Okay. And from 0 to negative till here, this negative, this is nothing but minus EM. This is nothing but minus EM. So this EM is nothing but your amplitude. Amplitude always you're going to consider from 0 to positive or 0 to negative. The maximum voltage that is attained with respect to positive cycle or negative half cycle is nothing but your amplitude. But peak to peak means I have one peak here. This is my first peak and this is my second peak, right? So I should measure the voltage from first peak to the second peak, or I can consider from positive peak to negative peak. Okay, peak to peak value means I should consider this is plus P and this is minus P. This is minus P. So my value, my value for peak to peak is if I suppose if I want to write the VPP, VP to P, VP to P means what is the voltage you're going to do? Assume that this is 5 volts and this is nothing but minus 5 volts. This, this is nothing but minus 5 volts. So I should take from this particular to this particular value. So whenever you're going to calculate, take the positive voltage. What is that? Positive voltage, it is 5 volts. 5 minus of, what is the next? Here it is, this is minus. Okay, minus 5 volts. So 5 minus of minus 5 volts is nothing but my peak to voltage. It is 5 minus into minus, it is plus. So 5. So 5 plus 5, it is 10 volts. Then 10 volts is my peak to peak. 10 volts is my peak to peak. But here, wherein here, if you are finding the amplitude, if you are finding the amplitude here, my voltage will be either it is plus 5 volts in the positive half cycle, or it will be minus 5 volts in the negative half cycle. Okay. See peak to peak value. Just peak to peak value means take the positive voltage, subtract that with the negative voltage. Subtract that with the negative voltage. See, if you are not subtracting, then you should not take the magnitude here. You should not take the magnitude. If you're subtracting both this minus into minus, it will become added up, and then you're going to get the final value here. Okay, final value here. You see my point? So this is nothing but peak to peak. Means if I want to tell it in the definition, the value of alternating quantity from positive peak to negative peak is nothing but a peak to peak value. From positive peak to negative peak, it is nothing but a peak to peak value. Now I have shown you VPP. Similarly, if I want to draw, if I want to give IPP, means if I have the current waveform here, IPP, again it is nothing but from positive to negative peak is nothing but again IPP there. Now, can you anyone just tell me how you can convert this peak to peak value to amplitude? Amplitude. Suppose in your problem they have given VPP. What is that? Voltage across peak to peak. It is some 12 volts. They have given 12 volts. Now I want only amplitude. How do you calculate amplitude? How do you calculate amplitude? How do you calculate amplitude here? I want amplitude to be calculated. That is nothing but EM. How do you calculate? Is it audible or not?
Peak value.
Uh, the peak value is given 12 volts. Now you should calculate amplitude. How do you calculate amplitude? Just there you have there only. Right.
Ma'am, is it the
Same.
same, ma'am? Because it's the maximum value.
No, it can't be same. I'm stressing it again and again. The peak value means I will take from positive to negative. So this complete thing is nothing but my peak value. What is my amplitude? Amplitude, either I should consider only the positive one or I should consider only the negative one. Getting my point? See, amplitude, it can't be both. Then it won't be difference at all. See, I'm measuring from this particular voltage to this particular voltage. This is my peak to peak. Amplitude means I'm going to consider either from 0 to positive or from 0 to negative value. So it is something as simple as that. I can write it as VPP divided by 2. For PP, I will be considering both the cycles. For amplitude, I should consider only one cycle. I have two cycles, so I will just divide by two cycles. VPP divided by 2. It will be 12 divided by 2. It is 6 volts. So if I consider peak to peak, the positive it will be 6 volts, the negative will be 6 volts. The total, what is that my total? My total 6 plus 6, it is 12 volts. Now if I want to calculate only amplitude, so if I divide 12 divided by 2, it is nothing but 6 volts, that is with respect to positive peak or negative peak. See, the formula for peak to peak value is, formula for peak to peak is, or if you want to find out what is that amplitude is nothing but peak to peak value divided by 2. See, that is what I'm telling you again and again. Amplitude means you should consider either for positive cycle or for the negative cycle. Amplitude means again it is a peak value only, but you should consider from 0 to peak, 0 to peak value with respect to positive half cycle or negative half cycle. But peak to peak value means it is peak, the first peak in the positive half cycle and the second peak is in the negative half cycle. From positive peak to negative peak, I'm considering a full waveform. I'm considering that is nothing but my peak to peak value. Getting my point? So that is nothing but my
Ma'am,
peak.
if
Yeah.
the wave is non-uniform, then
No, it's not non-uniform. It will be uniform only.
no, ma'am. When we are calculating, like you told, na, ma'am, ECG waves, the reports will come na, in that they're not.
There it
Uh,
will be a non-uniform only. That is non-uniform. But now I'm speaking about the periodic waveform only, not the what is a non-uniform wave. And obviously, if you are calculating this amplitude of peak to peak for a non-uniform waveform, obviously it will be different there. It will be different. Suppose in your problem, if they give some particular waveform, and if they ask you to calculate peak to peak, it won't be same throughout. Suppose I will consider this particular waveform, and in this I am asking you to calculate the peak to peak and amplitude. Okay, I will go for the bigger one and I will come back to the small one. I'll come back to the small one. Such kind of waveforms, it is a non-uniform in nature because positive half cycle it is giving 10 volts here. Assume that this is 10 volts from 0 to 10 volts, and here it is minus 5 volts. Now for this particular one, can you just tell me what is the amplitude? If you want to calculate the amplitude, if they ask you to calculate the amplitude for such kind of non-uniform waveform, then you should calculate two amplitudes because the from 0 to 10, from 0 to 10, this is my first amplitude. I will indicate it as EM1, or you can write with respect to positive half cycle. With respect to positive half cycle, that is 10 volts. 10 volts. EM is nothing but a amplitude. Okay, and the second half cycle from 0 to here. So that will be minus 5 volts. Minus 5 volts. Okay, this is nothing but your amplitude. Suppose if I want to find out the peak to peak for this, peak to peak means, see, my first peak is here and my second peak is here. Now I should take the complete voltage from first peak to second peak. This is my first peak to second peak, this one. So I can apply VPP is nothing but VPP is equals to 10 minus of minus 5, minus of minus 5. So if I take that, what is my voltage? It will be total peak to peak voltage is 15 volts. And in this condition, you can't apply the formula which I have told you there. and this is not applicable. Just now I've told you, no, that amplitude is nothing but VPP divided by 2. That is peak to peak voltage divided by 2, I told. No, this is not applicable for non-uniform. Suppose if I take VPP as 15 here, now I will divide 15 divided by 2. I will do. If I do 15 divided by 2, I will be getting approximately 7.5. So is that 7.5 is present in positive and negative half cycle? No, it is not present. So this is not applicable for non-uniform waveform. Non-uniform waveform. So if you want to calculate amplitude, you can't use this formula for non-uniform. Okay, you have to go with this particular waveform only here. Getting my point? Getting my point? So in your thing, in this particular thing, you're not going to speak anything about. Just I have given you the example. What is uniform and what is non-uniform waveforms? Okay. Okay, you are going to study the complete uniform waveforms only. You are not going to study about non-uniform waveforms. Okay, as the time passes, both positive and negative half cycle, it is going to continuously repeat. Getting my point? Okay, if you don't have any
Yes.
doubts here, then I'll move forward. There is one small equation. Okay, for an alternating quantity. Here, what is that equation is? I have told you the maximum voltage. Maximum voltage is nothing but amplitude. Okay, so I'm going to give the relation between the input voltage and the maximum voltage. Okay, instantaneous values of alternating voltage. I means oftenly the voltage it will be changing now with respect to time. Now I'm going to give the relation between the value changing with respect to the voltage with the time and the maximum voltage. A small equation. This equation you will be using oftenly. Okay, so the equation here is I will just put this, one second.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, can you solve for the non-uniform waveform, ma'am?
I have problems. I will come out. See, that's what I'm telling you. Don't keep much about the non-uniform parameters. See, when I'm differentiating the waveforms, you should know you have two types of waveforms. It is uniform and non-uniform. For the same reason, I have given you the example. Okay. For solving the non-uniform waveforms, it is not required at all for you. You will be dealing completely with the uniform waveforms. Okay. Or you want me to repeat that the previous one which I have explained you? Just there I'm explaining only with respect to the amplitude and the peak to peak value, because majority when you start doing that particular problems now, you will be in a confusion what is amplitude and what is peak to peak value. For the same reason I have given that particular example. Ah, here is the one. You can see this. Can you see this? See? Now I'm going to go for the next topic. It is equation of alternating quantity. Equation of alternating quantity. And in this particular book, even they have given the way they ask the questions, everything it is given. Okay, you can study that particular things wherein the question it can be asked in different way, but the answer remains same. But you should know what are the terminologies they are using for asking that particular question. Okay, asking that particular question. Now, just a minute. It's 9:54. At what time the class stops? 9 to 9:55.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm very much
Yes, ma'am.
conscious about that time, because your class teacher she warned me twice, thrice. That is a problem. Okay, it's 9:54. I will just give you the gist because again, if I continue with this particular diagram and I want to solve few problems based on this. Now here alternating quantity you have, right? I'm going to consider the voltage. See, assume you are going to take always the quantity which is purely sinusoidal. Okay, which is purely sinusoidal. And for that purely sine wave, the alternating voltage, the expression will be given E is equals to em sin theta. I will tell you what is this E, what is this Em, and what is this sin theta. Em already it is